Hi everyone, Craig here. The Beatles, 8 days a week. Pretty simple one to play. It's all in the chords, but definitely the skill to or the technique to get down in this song is strumming the chords. Sometimes I'm strumming all 4 chords, and sometimes I'm strumming the bottom 3 chords, and that's actually pretty important to distinguish the melody, and which you'll see as we work through it. But yeah, pretty easy chords. Starts in G, and straight away goes to a G sus2. Now I do this a lot in lots of other videos. I always bar my G straight across those 3 strings there, and then I fill in that 3rd fret there. But I realise it might be simpler for people to see if I play a 3-fingered G there, and then you can see that's the effect I'm getting. I'm playing the G and letting go the top string so that the A note rings out. I do it like this, but you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm lifting off those frets, but always playing those 2. So depending on how you finger it, that's the G and the G sus chord, G sus2. The second chord is an A, and then you reach under to the 2nd fret, and then the 3rd chord is a C, and I'm hitting the 5th fret there, and back to the G. So that's the introduction. And then we're into the first verse, and we're in G. So 2 lots of the G and the G sus. A. And this is what I mean by getting the melody is on those 2 separate strings. So one strum, I'm making sure I hit the top A string, and then the 2nd strum, I'm not hitting it, I'm pulling away, and I'm making sure that I emphasize the 2nd string. Ooh, I need your love, babe. Then it's C, and again I'm playing a C chord, starting off with the 2nd string, so the G, C, E, the E string. Then I play a G note on the 3rd fret, and then I play the proper C and hit the top note. And back to the G. Then that phrase repeats. C. So it's pretty simple in this hand. It's all to do with just, as I said, the fingering of selecting the strings you're going to emphasize. Mainly one of the top 2 strings. Then once we've done that phrase, we're into the hold me, love me, and that's E minor. And again, same thing. Strum the 4 strings, and then strum 3 strings. Then it's A minor, E minor again, and this time A major, not minor. So all of that hold me, love me is the same technique in the strumming hand, and it goes E minor, A minor, E minor, A. Then you play the original phrase again from G and A, and then the chorus, I guess, 8 days a week. So it's C to G, and I do a little 8 days a week. Kind of trying to get a melody, trying to get that little, you know, the way that they embellish the melody there, instead of just going 8 days a week or whatever. 8 days a week. But it's hard to do when I'm playing the G, so I kind of just do a little. Actually, it would, if I played my G like that, it would be easier. Because it's kind of a little hammer-on. I haven't practiced that. Alright. Okay, that's the whole first verse. It does the same thing again, so let's just do it slowly and a bit more smoothly. Alrighty. Cool. So now we're into the bridge. 8 days a week, and it's a. I'm playing a D, but I'm only going to play. I'm going to just bar the second fret. So that means I'm just playing the D on these bottom strings. But then I get that little 8 days a week. So the melody is in the outside strings. And by emphasizing the bottom strings of the D, and then that once I just hit that note, what would that make it? It's a D6. There's a G note in passing, I just pluck by itself. I'm playing a C6 for that, so I'm just playing that open and just hitting the G note when I need the melody. So it's from the D and D6. Then we go to A, A major. And hammering on the little note on the geez, that'll be a B note on the second fret. Then the G note while I'm passing again. That chord's the C6 again, open strum. And then we finish on the D, bottom three strings again. And this time it's not a C6, it's a, not a D6. It's a D7, so I'm going to place my finger on the third fret to get the final note. Alright, let's just play all of that again. 8 days a week. Goes to this bar the second fret and just selective strumming. The G note on the third fret. It's an A, open, and then D and D7. We'll play that again in a little bit, so then it just repeats. We've done all the parts, back to the verse. E minor, A minor, E minor, and A. D, C6, A, C6, D, and D7. Then it repeats. And the last time, you're back to the original introduction. G, A, C, and G. So there you go. That's a pretty quick and easy lesson, this one. It's a great song, nice and fun to play, and pretty simple in the left hand, and there all your technique is in selective strumming on the in the strumming hand, picking the notes that you want to emphasize, particularly when it's for instance that D that I fret just by flattening the whole second fret. I don't want to play the top note until I need it, so it's quite important just to play the 3 strings at the bottom, and then the 4th string is just for that melody note. But there you go. Thanks for paying attention, and good luck with having a go. Cheers.